I think we're live. How you guys doing? Is that a great song by Dakota Portman or what? American Made. Love it. So, yeah, just looking at all the comments on here. Hi, Trey, Jay, Justin, Mike. Good evening to you. Jason, glad to see you on here, brother. Hope to see you in person soon. Hi, Shayla. Joyce, Russ, Robert, Daryl, Forks in the house. I love Forks. I have hunted out at Forks a lot for elk and cats back in the day. Good elk hunting out in Forks. I like it out there. Spent a lot of time out there when I was a kid and when I was an adult. Took my kids out there hunting as well. So love Forks. Let's see. Oh, by the way, this is going to be a very casual show tonight. I almost didn't make it up here in time. I lost track of time. In fact, got family visiting for a couple days, and they just got here. But they know I got my show every Tuesday. They're downstairs watching it. So, Vicky, Lee, Gary, Anna, thanks for having my six, Anna. You are awesome. Hi, Mike, Charles. I'm doing good, Charles. If you guys have any questions, type them in here. I got a few things to talk about tonight, but I love answering your guys' questions, and I plan on doing this as your representative in the United States Congress too. I don't know why more of them don't do it. You know, you are the employer of your elected public servants. They should be reporting to you often, and I plan on doing that. Justin from Moses Lake. Good to see you on here, Justin. Yvonne, Lori, Joel, Dita from Longview is watching. That's awesome. Thank you for being on here. Jeff, Lisa, Renate, Robert, Tyler, Mark. Wow. Be on here a long time. Kathy, thanks for joining me. Rick, how you doing? Brandon, Dick from OMAC. Thanks for being on here, Dick. Mike, Betty, Pat. You know, who else does this, you guys? Who else? Who else? It's running for office or is in office, gets on and actually talks to the people that matter, right? It's crazy. It just does not compute. You know, public servants work for the public, for the people. They're an employee, a public servant. It's crazy. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Brandon. Run for governor again, please. Brandon, we need to get our voting system fixed, and Congress has the power to do that. In fact, that's a good subject to talk about right now. I will read to you. A lot of people say, well, Congress can't do anything. They don't have the power. Well, that is not true. If you look at, where's the camera? Right there. That's the United States Constitution. And if you look in Article 1, Section 4 of the United States Constitution, I'm going to read it to you. It's it's the first paragraph. And it says, the times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time, by law, make or alter such regulations, except as to the places of choosing senators. Article 1, Section 4. So the U.S. Congress can get us back on track with our voting system. Congress can pass a law requiring voting to be done on election day, in person, paper ballots, and no machines. And then that eliminates a whole bunch of avenues for people that want to do nefarious things. Why would anybody be against that? I have no clue. Gary, you rock as well. Thank you. Jan is tuning in from Plano, Texas. That's awesome. I used to live in Texas when I was in the military. Jan grew up in Colville, and I love you too, Jan. You're awesome. But yeah, I lived in Texas for a little while in just right outside of Killeen, Texas, when I was in the 6th Air Cavalry stationed at Fort Hood. Yeah, Fort Hood, Texas. Lived right outside of Killeen. That was right after I got back from serving in South Korea. So, Brandon, for your question about running for governor, we have to get our election system fixed. It cannot continue the way that it is. Let's see. Tell us how to buy signs to put up to tell people you are running. Okay, we have signs available on the website. We have, if you go to cultforcongress.com and click the store, there's a little menu tab right in the middle of the front page. Click on that and go to shop. And if you scroll down into the shop, you can buy, which supports the campaign. You can get t-shirts and hoodies and bumper stickers. You can get Cult for Congress flags, coffee mugs, hoodies. You can get yard signs. You can get 2 foot by 4 foot signs. You can get 4 foot by 8 foot signs on there. And you can also get those items, a lot of these things, at events that I'm at. And I'm going to be in Yakima this Thursday night. And you can also click on the events tab and get the address for where I'm going to be. I had that pulled up here just a second. On the events tab. So I'm going to be at Van's 1885 Bar and Grill in Yakima County. It's in Natchez, actually. But you can get the address and the times for that Thursday night, Yakima County, meet and greet. I hope you guys could come out and see me, because there's nothing better than meeting people face to face. But we will have swag. We will have flags and signs at that event as well. So if you're in the area, come on out. Doesn't cost you a thing to come to a meet and greet. Love to meet everybody, get pictures, shake hands. Let's see. Looking for questions. Joyce, your husband was a drill sergeant as well. That is awesome. You know, that was some of the most fun I had in the military. I went through drill sergeant school as a corporal, and then trained civilians to be soldiers. That was some of the most rewarding work that I did in the military. I was a combat engineer, and I trained civilians to be combat engineers. Let's see. Annette, I am running for Congress right now here in the 4th District. Jason said that's because you are for we the people. Yeah, absolutely, Jason. I am for we the people. I am we the people. Just a guy in the middle of nowhere who decided to stand up and say no more, back in 2018. And who'd ever guessed this road, that I would have started on? It's crazy, but we'll do what we need to do. Let's do what we do. That's my motto. When I was with the working narcotics, myself and Deputy Venturo, that was our motto. Let's do what we do. And that's still my motto, been my motto my whole life. Just got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. Pat, sorry to hear you're leaving Washington. Charlie, heard you on Joe Pags today. You were awesome, especially when you said how you waxed Inslee in the gubernatorial debate. If you guys, if you have not seen the gubernatorial debate from 2020, when the current guy sitting in the governor's office and I debated, that's some entertainment. That is some entertainment. That just shows you how shallow most of these politicians are. They want to act all tough and be a dictator, but you get them one-on-one with someone with common sense from the real world and not from the fake world of politics. It's just so easy to show that they just don't have anything upstairs. They have no common sense whatsoever. And I've run into that in my life. People with all kinds of degrees, but no common sense. You know why? Because they don't teach common sense in a classroom. You learn common sense in the real world, and either you have it or you don't. And Inslee does not have it at all. And obviously Dan Newhouse doesn't have any common sense either. Why would you vote to impeach the greatest president in my lifetime when you're the representative of the people in the most conservative district in the state of Washington? That shows a lack of common sense. And then you vote on bills and you sponsor a bill to incentivize people to come across our southern border illegally. You vote for red flag laws. You vote for a $1.5 trillion spending spree with Nancy Pelosi that includes 2 anti-gun laws in it and $15 billion for new IRS agents, more IRS agents. I don't know, $15 billion. That's a lot of salary for IRS agents. So Newhouse doesn't have any common sense either, let alone the fact that he couldn't have read a 2,700-page bill in one day. Beverly, Pasco, when are you coming to Tri-Cities? We were just down there not too long ago. We are going to have more events coming up. So sign up for my email list, you guys. If you haven't yet, go to cultforcongress.com. Sign up for the emails. We don't spam you with a ton of emails, and we don't sell your email to anyone. It goes nowhere besides our campaign. So if you sign up for the emails, we send out alerts periodically, let people know what's going on. And you can also check the events tab, the events page on my website. We have the addresses and the times of events, and that is updated quite a bit. Let's see. Michael, I was in South Korea in 79 to 80. I was there in 83. I spent the entire year of 1983. My 2 little boys and Barb stayed home. I didn't see them for an entire year. This was, remember, this was 1983. This was before email. This was before the internet. I had 1 phone call a month. The Red Cross had a phone call center, and we got, I think, a 15-minute phone call once a month. and writing letters by hand. That's how we stayed in touch for an entire year. Never want to go through that again. I'll tell you. Patty, I'm glad that you caught alive. That's awesome. Niven, how do I volunteer? You can volunteer. Go to my website and shoot an email off. There's an email link down at the bottom. info@copeforcongress.com. Shoot an email. Let them know that you want to volunteer, where you're at, what you would like to do, and you will be contacted. Thank you very much for stepping up. That's something that we need, is volunteers everywhere, you guys. Let's see. Yeah, Brandon, I understand Kim Wyman got a promotion. Yeah, she sure did a great job traveling around the United States to key states, helping people with mail-in voting. Yep. And did a great job here. Sure. In Washington. And so Joe Biden thought she did a great job for the Democrats, and now she's working for the Biden administration on, get this, election integrity. Amazing, isn't it? Let's see. Patrick, I still rock my insubordinate hoodie. That's awesome, Patrick. I love those. I still have mine. Okay, not seeing any questions. It's kind of hard to do this and read them at the same time, but a couple things I want to talk about. You guys, I'm sure that you heard that a federal judge removed the mask mandate on airplanes. That was a Trump-appointed judge, by the way. Kudos to that judge for finally realizing that we are free Americans, right? That there is a constitution. We have rights. We're not subjects of the king. And now I guess Biden's Department of Justice said that if the CDC says they want the mandates back on, that the Department of Justice will appeal that ruling. How about, this is just an idea that I had. How about the Department of Justice open up the Constitution and read it and see what is mandated to the federal government to do by the Constitution? How about they do that instead of relying on unelected bureaucrats to decide whether they're going to force people to do something? Think about that. Is that common sense? How about they just follow what they're supposed to do and quit relying on unelected, appointed people to tell them whether to go harass the American citizens or not? Unbelievable. So, you guys, campaign's heating up. The numbers are out. I think, I don't have them in front of me, but if I recall correctly, I think we out fundraised all of the other candidates that are challenging Newhouse by about 4-1. And, and on top of that, remember, the 2020 campaign, we raised and spent $3.2 million getting my name out there, getting my message out to the people of Washington State, including the 4th District. So we don't have to climb that hill right now. The other candidates do. Nobody knows who they are. And there's a reason for that. They didn't even help out in the 2020 campaign. So we're doing great, but we need more help. If you guys can afford it, $5, $10, $50, whatever you can afford to help fund this campaign. As it gets closer to the primary, we're going to need to do mailers and radio and TV. Not nearly what Newhouse is going to have to do. That guy's going to have to raise millions. He's got to defend his record, his crappy rhino record. He's got to tell people why he voted with Nancy Pelosi 40, 50% of the time. why he voted to impeach President Trump, why he voted for the January 6th Commission. I don't have to do that. I just have to reach people, let them know that I'm running, because, not everybody's on social media, right? Some people don't do social media at all. So we're going to be doing mailers and door knocking, that type of thing. So if you guys can afford to help out financially, please do. So it's just so funny. I think I talked about it last week. The media coming after me all the time. It's absolutely crazy. God bless President Trump for putting up with the crap from the lying media for 4 or 5 years that he put up with it, throughout the campaign, throughout his presidency. It's absolutely bonkers. It is absolutely true what he says. They just make crap up, and we're getting into close to the primary. What do we got? 3.5 months till the primary. And I'm sure they're going to wash, rinse, and repeat the whole 2020 campaign when they came after me, said I'm a bad cop, all kinds of crap that we debunked. But I'm sure they'll recycle all of that stuff, and this is the half lies, half truths, all lies, stuff that they make up, stuff that they leave out of their stories. And they just try to make something out of nothing. This is the same media that called Hunter Biden's laptop Russian disinformation. The same media that said President Trump was colluding with the Russians. It's the same media that said the Clinton paid for Steele dossier was real. It's unbelievable. Where are the news reports about all the deleted emails and what's going on that? And that brings up another question: where the heck is the FBI on this stuff? But anyway, I guess they got their agenda as well. There's an arm of the Democrat Party, but when the media comes after me, it just makes me grin. It makes me smile. If we weren't winning, they wouldn't care. They don't want a constitutional conservative in office, period. We saw that in a 2020 campaign. We saw that with President Trump. We see that with any conservative. Look at how they're going after the conservatives that are in office. I mean, the real conservatives, not the rhinos. It's amazing, but it makes me smile because we're winning and we're going to win. So be sure to get over my website and sign up for the emails. And if you want to volunteer, would love to have you volunteer. Send an email. The email link is on my website, info@cultforcongress.com. We need all the support we can get. Keep spreading the word, you guys. Keep praying. God's in charge, not the socialists. And we do not work for the government. The government works for us. Never forget that. Never back down. Never give in. Keep charging forward. And I'm going to do the same thing. So until next time, don't forget Thursday, Yakima County. Check out the events tab. And hopefully see you guys there. All right, I'm going to go spend some family time. And I will see you guys next Tuesday night. God bless you guys. Hit the share button. Take care.